I decided to take 7 a.m. I am staying Abhishek. 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. is a workshop. So this is a workshop timing tomorrow. So first you must have the knowledge on tuple. Why tuple is, what a named tuple can do, what is the advantage of it, and how many varieties are there to deal with it. We are discussing more than what you are expecting. Okay, if you are good in peace of mind, understand. Again asking, Naveen Kumar is asking when. Tomorrow, Sunday, tomorrow. Naveen, tomorrow, that is tomorrow, Sunday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. That is a workshop. I will keep that link. It is a free workshop. So I decided to take monthly two workshops, which is not belongs to our course content. It is beyond the course content. Okay. Okay, ma, Naveen Kumar, no issue about it. So every month 2 things. That is only on Sundays I will take. In a month 4 Sundays are coming. 2 Sundays I will take workshops, which is beyond the scope of our Python. And just my interest is, I will send the link at 8 o'clock. After your class is over, I will clip that link. Okay, don't worry. So you join early. 6:45 only you join it. 7 o'clock means all of them are joining. If 7 o'clock, I kept all this link in all our groups. If each group is taking minimum 200, if we take it, out of 500 plus students, if I take 200 minimum, it will be 1000. So outsiders also we send. We kept in social media also that. So please join early so that your link is persisting. Okay, students. So first you have the knowledge on tuple. Beyond the tuple, that concept is going to start. So coming to the point of it, now I'm going to continue my discussion. So regarding that, and morning, and some more people are asking some new batch. New batch will be there after this Pongal holidays, which we will be announcing in the next week. They will be announcing. Maybe you talk the admins. They will tell you when the holidays will start. Okay, no problem, Abhishek. I will send the direct link for you. You go for that. You click on that link, directly will join in my class, all our students. So I'll be sending that link, you join tomorrow. And what I'm saying, new batch will start after 18th of January. New batch will start. Morning 9 o'clock batch is completed only today. Tomorrow is the last class for them. That is an online class. For them, tomorrow it is getting completed. At 9 o'clock, I have the class tomorrow also. So 7 o'clock online. 9 o'clock anyhow not necessary for you. It is also online for that. 9 o'clock batch also completed. So you people should join tomorrow only 7 a.m. for attending that workshop session. Go to that. Files I will take it. So Hardev Singh, maybe 3 days, maybe there, ma. 3 days maybe there. Anyhow, it is Saturday will be there. Sunday, Monday. So I may be taking 1 day extra, because going all the way to the native place and coming back 1 day extra, I may take it. So that's why we are going to, new batch will be starting after 18th of January in the morning hours, either 9 a.m. or 11 a.m. One batch will be kept. Okay. So let me go to the files. There already we started with reading the data from the file. One function already explained. What is the function I already explained to you, students? What is the function I already explained? So that function is read function I already explained, right? Remember that? Next we are going to, this example also we discussed it. That example also we discussed it. So if we go to that place, we come to that read example function read example1.py. This was the code I wrote it in the last session. File name, open that file name. Actually we did it in PyCharm. Put it into this edit plus. If any file name was not there, you'll be getting this. So you want me to run once again? Enter the file name, open it into read mode. Default mode is what? Read mode. And fp.read file data, and which is of str type, printing the data and getting done. Let me execute this, students. So here I will say, coming to the command prompt, here I will say D colon. So go to the place 6 p.m. CD and files. You try to execute py, and this is asking the file name. What is the file name I am entering there? addr1.data. It is showing the data here, content of the file, because already addr1.data is the file which is already present, right or not? Now I am entering the data of what? kvr.data I am entering, which is what size? 0 size you see. kvr.data I am just entering here. So it is going to give you nothing. Why nothing? There is no data present inside, right or not? No data present inside because 0 in size. 0 in size. Okay. Now you enter any file name you enter. You take the same file name, student. You take the same file name and you enter it. You see this content is printing as this. Content is printed as this. You take any file name. You have to go to the place and you take some place like this. Go to this PC, D colon, some backup E drive, and go to that something like I will go to LBP, some Java program I want to show you. Linked list kind of Java program I want to show you. So linked list OP demo. This program I want to take it. Linked list OP. I will just say a complete path you see, students. Complete path I am saying. Linked list. Linked demo dot Java. It was a Java program. See that how many lines of code is coming. These many lines of code is coming. Complete lines of code is coming. How many lines of code it is here? Complete content of the file. Complete program is coming here. Our data success related kind of code using Java. When I was trained for job guaranteed people using Java, that time I was developed this code. Are you able to follow? Any code you enter, you say something like hyd.data. hyd.data. You see, enter the file name. What is this now? File does not exist. Such file name is not there in this class. Are you following me? So last and final, addr2.data. It is going to give you that file name also not there, I hope. dir, addr1 only there. Other things are not there. Are you following me? So like that. You take one more kind of thing. itrdata.info. itrdata.info. You enter that file name. You enter that file name. You see this. It is going to print total data. Iterable objects data it is printing. Understand, students? So this is what is our last class program. Now I am going to enter into the read lines function. I want to go for it. Read lines program. Shall I go for that? Yes. Same to same. Up to here I will take it. The same information I am taking. Just for a minute you see. Just for a minute. You see, students. You remove that and then start. Read lines. File read example2.py. Enter the file name to view its content. What I am doing? Here I did not write any R. If you want, I can write what also? R. Writing R is called default. Yes. Now I am going to write it. How do you do that? Come on, mom. We opened it. Who is pointing to this file name? FP. What I do? File data is equal to FP dot, what is the function name? Read lines. F data is what? File data is what? Or file lines I will write it. A meaningful word. File lines. Print of what? Type of file lines I am going to write it. File lines I am going to write it. Just type. What is the type I told yesterday? List type it is called. Already you know, students. It is what type? List type. Py. I am going to take it. So inconsistent use of tabs. Some inconsistency is there. So I hope something. FP dot read lines. Some inconsistent use of tabs. So tab error. Which line? Line number 6. So read lines. So if I copy and paste now, that is the problems we'll get it. Program is correct, but these tabs are very dangerous. So get lost. So coming to the point, I'll take this line. I'll take this part of it, 2.py. Now I will write it. What I'm going to say, file name. File name is equal to what? Input of enter file name. Enter file name. Right. Open it. With open of what? File name. You say that, comma what? Or as what? FP. Say that now what? File lines is equal to FP dot what? Read lines. And print of what? Type of what? File lines. File lines. And moreover, I will write what here, try and accept block I will write, students. Try and accept block I will write it. This line I will write it. Try and accept block I will write it. So accept, what is this now? File not found error. File not found error. Say that, what is this? File does not exist. File does not exist. Try to save it. Try to save it. You say the same thing. You say replace it. Try to execute. So enter the file name. Somewhere else some small point is there. That's why it is going to come. Kvar.data here. It is going to give you what? List. But list is what? Empty. List is empty. Now you say one more time. You say addr1.data. You say addr1.data. Also which type? List type. You go to that. Print the content, my dear student. Print of, what is this now? Content of file. Content of file. And moreover, I will say how it is visible, I will show you. How it is visible, I will show you in the form of lines. In the form of each line in the file is considered as one type of value. One type of value. Just I will write as it is as a raw value, I will write it. File lines, I will write it. Just print it, students. Enter. See, my dear students. This is called what? List. Guido van Rossum. This is a \n. That \n. All sorts of lines are treated as \n. \n. Another person details also everywhere else \n. You see, type addr1.data. You see every line is called what? One value in the list. Correct or not? That value I want to display in like this only I want to display. Like this only I want to display. How do you display? Now I am going to write it. Tell me, students, for line in file lines, of what? Line I will say. Just for a minute, you see. Now you see this code. Enter the file name and you are getting this entire thing by leaving one space or not. By leaving one line of space, it is coming. To avoid this type of space, it is taking some spaces. Why that space is coming? Because of \n internally. I will write it what you know, students. I will not give any space in that. Now see it, students. Enter the data. Is it coming as it is or not? Same data. It is earlier, it is giving some space. We don't want to give space. We want to give like this. Now you enter. Another data you write it. Our file name also you enter. Same program you write. File read example1.py. Is it the total Python program is coming or not? You say, right, done. This entire linked list program of Java, you say. Complete data as it is, that program is coming. Complete code is coming as it is. Are you getting me? So like this. This is Java related code. By seeing that, lot of tension will come. Don't look at the Java. So coming to the point of it, any file you enter, you will get the data. Are you following me? Shall we move forward? Open the notes. Online students, are you comfortable, my dear students? Are you comfortable? This code, read lines code, we got it today. All the students in online. Well, write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept any file name, 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 and find number of lines, and find number of lines, comma, number of words, number of lines, comma, number of words, and number of characters, and a number of characters, and a number of characters in a file. In a file. Important. You need to take any file name. You need to count what? Number of lines, number of words, number of, right, which includes all special symbols, all spaces, opening bracket, closing bracket, all those things will be counted, right or not? Now I'm going to enter into that coding. Let's start, students. Now I'm going to take up then program for, I will go for up to here, I will take it. Minimum requirement, I will take it. Start doing that. Say here, program for finding number of lines, words, and then what? Chars from the file. Okay. So what is this now? File count information dot what? Py. Enter the file name. That file name is coming. What should I do now? I must open the file name in which mode? Tell me. Read mode. Come on, start. How do you do that? With open file name, comma what? Or as what? FP. Moreover, I will write, students, try, and it is always keep that into try, students. Every time you need to carry exception handling, students. File not found error. Say that print what? File does not exist. Very good. Now see, I made it a minimum requirement here. Okay. Next, what should I do? I need to read the data from file or not? How many ways? 2 ways. One is by using read function, one more by using. So which one you would like to see? Don't tell immediately. Read function would you like to apply, or read lines function apply? Which one is better to think easy logic? Read lines is better for you. Read lines is better because you are getting lines directly. So that I can apply len of list object, I can apply. So I will apply, students, here. I will say file lines, I will say, is equal to fp dot what? Read lines I am going to take. Read lines I am taking. File lines is equal to fp dot read lines I am taking. Well, so my number of lines are over. I can easily write a len of what? File lines I can write it. But just I am writing it. Don't worry otherwise. I am just writing, students. Print. I don't use this length now. I am using something different. Number of lines is equal to, comma, like this I wrote it. close this bracket. Just try to run this code. Save this part. Go to this files. And I say file count info. I'm going to say students. Py. I'm going to give you. Enter the file name. ADDR1. ADDR1 dot what? Py. ADDR1 dot py. Right. Dot data we need to give. Yes. Dot data. Dot data. It will give you number of lines are 8. If you carefully watch it, ADDR1 dot data, if you see, ADDR1 dot data, if you see, how many lines are there? 8 lines are there. It will give you the number of lines. You pass this program, student, this program. What is this program now? File count info. This program you open it. You see, students, you pass this file name. How many lines of code is there? 10 lines of code is there. You any file name you pass, students. You pass this Java program, you pass it. One pass you program. What is the number of lines are available? 242 lines of code. Sir, is it that much code is there? You want to see that? Because you go to this place once, somewhere else LBP and in the linked list. So you just want to see that. You can say open it, open with this. So choose another app. Here I am writing. In this case, you just open it. It is opened it. You go on coming to line number 1. This is my program name, including Java. This is. You go on coming to this line. How many lines of code? 242 lines of code. 242 lines of code. Go to once. Next say this KVR1 dot data. KVR1 dot data. How many lines of code? 0 lines. 0 lines means empty file already, you know that. Are you following? So, but our intention is not to apply directly like this. So my intention is to go for words I want to calculate, lines I want to calculate, characters I want to calculate. Yes, students. Go to in my coding. What I am doing is I will start writing one for loop for line in file lines. File lines, students. For line in file lines. Are you following me? For line in file lines. What I am doing? Once one line is coming from these file lines, I will take it. Ln is equal to Ln plus 1. Do you know Ln? Here it is nothing but what? What is Ln here? I am going to take it. Ln is equal to what? 0. Ln is equal to 0. Next is called what? Words also I want to take it. WD is equal to 0. Next is what? So number of NOL is equal to 0. NOL I will use it. NOWD I will take it. Number of words. NOC number of characters is equal to 0, 0, 0 I will say. Did you understand, student? Multi-line assignment. Multi-line assignment. Here I will write what? NOL number of lines is equal to NOL plus 1. Did you understand? Can I write NOL plus is equal to 1 also? Can I write? Shorthand operator. That is known as what? Shorthand operator. NOL plus is equal to 1 means NOL is equal to NOL plus 1. Understand? Well, next I am going to write it NOL plus 1. Because of that, I am writing one else part, students. You see, later I will write some more code here. Some more piece of code I will write it. Here I am writing print of some number of lines of code I will print it. Here I am writing print number of lines. Number of lines is equal to comma NOL. NOL I am writing. NOL I am writing. Execute it and see, students, KVR1 dot data. Number of lines is equal to 0. You say this data. Number of lines is equal to what? 15. You see 15 lines of code is there or not? 15 lines. Same program I entered. So number of, you enter that ADDR1 dot data. You see that 8 lines of code was there already. Some data is available. Following guys? Well, online students. Now go to another part of the logic. So number of lines are printed, students. Next I want to go for number of words also I want to go for it. For that, I'll go to one small thing I want to show you. Go to the Python environment. Python environment. Today, one student appeared for an interview. One question got it in the interviews. Of course, what is the full form of IDLE? What is the full form of IDLE? Did I say in the class? Integrated development. Come on. Language environment. Integrated development. Language environment. So, that is actual word. And he said learning environment, he said. Learning environment. Because luckily that interviewer don't know what is the full form. He himself also don't know. He said, are you sure about this? He himself said, in the 2 o'clock or something, he called me and he said, sir, what is the full form of IDLE? Actually, even I did not say full form to you. I did not say. But he expected and said, integrated development, anyhow, you know that. Learning or language environment. That is, he said, learning environment or something, he said. So he said, are you sure about it? Because I also don't know, because I want to remember, he said. He said, student also said, even I am also not sure, sir, but it is a place where we can write our Python program. That is what is required, because full forms, nobody will worry about it. If it is coming in Viva, they will deduct the marks for you in college. But in industry, they don't deduct the marks when you say full form wrong. Is it correct or not? So luckily, the student also said language environment or learning environment. So IDLE stands for integrated development language environment. Okay, remember that. Now coming to the point of this, go to the Python environment. Here I am taking C students. One line is equal to, line means which type it is? Line is coming na, which type it is? We are getting line from where? 5 lines. Line is coming now. What is that line type? List type it is. List type or string type? No. Print of type of what? Line. It is called what? String type. Lines, 5 lines are called what? 5 lines are list type. From the list I am getting one value. That is called str type. Let me print it. Let me print it. So, coming to the point of it, execute this code. Now I am saying here, enter the file name, addr1.data. Is this what type? str. How many times? 8 times. That means here, I am going to take it, NOL, line of what? Type of line. The line is which type? str type. That means you are supposed to be understandable. Go to this line. I am writing here one small data. Line is equal to Python is an OOP language. Python is one of the OOP language. I'm just saying that. You observe it. In this line, how many words are there? How do you know that? Come on. Dot split off. Very good. Good student. Line dot split off. Already explained in the class. Line dot split off. That is called, I'm not passing anything. Space separated words. Space separated words. Here space is there, space is there, space is there, space is there. You just print it and see that all the words are coming, right or not? That I will count it, students. What is that now? Ln of line dot split off. Actually, split function will take this sentence and it will split and put it in the form of list. Ln you are writing. Put the center key. How many words are there? 5 words. Is it not called first line number of words? Are you coming across? So go to the line here. This line is coming. That line I want to count the number of words. How do you print it? Already number of words are how many? 0. Now you are taking that number of words is equal to number of words plus ln of line dot split off. For that particular line, one line is coming. First line is coming, NOL 0 plus 1 is 1. Number of words are called 0 now. 0 plus LN of line dot split. Line dot split is called what? 5. 5 plus 0 is called what? 5. For that line, 5 is there. One more line is coming or not? Already how many lines now? How many words? 5. For second line, number of words will come or not? So I am going to accumulate all the number of words. Are you following, girls? So number of words is equal to number of words plus LN of what? Getting like this. Are you finding this? Good. Coming to the next part of it, we are getting like this. Now we are going to say number of characters. Number of characters. I want to go for number of characters. You see, Python is an object-oriented programming. Split is there. Words you find out. And number of characters finding is very simple. LN of what? Line. LN of line is called a number of characters are coming. 21. For one line, 21. For second line, some more. Third line, you accumulate it. How do you write it now? Come on, students. Number of words is equal to number of words plus what? LN of what? That's all. Huh? NOC. Okay. NOC is equal to NOC. NOC you are writing and printing here. Print of what here? Number of words. Number of words is equal to what? NOWD. NOWD. Print of what? Number of what? Chars is equal to comma what? NOC. Number of characters is equal to. Are you able to follow? Save this code now. Execute this program now. Execute this program now. Py. Now say this file. addr1.data. Number of things. Number of words. Number of characters. Of course, you open that addr1.data. You say type addr1.data. You count all the words and count it, students, including characters if you come. Including characters you come. Space also will be counted. Colon also will be counted. Hyphen will be counted. All of them will be counted. It is called what? 160. Are you getting? All the things you count it, it is called 160. Hyphens, everything will be counted. That is called 160. Did you understand? Right. After going to home, you count it one by one. No problem. Right. Go to the next. You say, you run this program now. You pass some file name. You pass some file name. File count info. It is also going to give you what is printed. You print this program now. Current program is called what? File count info. You pass the same information. File count info. It is printed. Number of lines are called what? 20. 20 lines are clear. These lines are visible in front of you. Number of words are called 50. Count it after going to home. Characters are called what? 503. You pass some data, kvr1.data. There was no data present in that. Number of lines are 0. Number of words are something like this. Are you following? You pass something like abc.data. abc.data, which is called file does not exist. Clear? Clear? Clear. So this is called important coding. Need to remember. Followed? Yes. Now I want to say one more example. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will copy the content of which will copy the content of one file into which will copy the content of one file into another file, which will copy the content of one file into another file. In the bracket, implementation of copy, implementation of copy, implementation of copy of operating system, implementation of copy of operating system. How do you copy the content? Control A, Control A, Control C, Control N, Control V, copy paste. Behind of this alt keys, what is happening? Some piece of code is executing. Such piece of code is called what? Copy. You go for one more time. In this case, you see students, one more time. What is this addr1.data? How do you do that? In operating system, in Microsoft operating system, there is a command called what? Copy. Source file, addr1.data to what here you know, addr2.data. You don't have addr2, addr1 only there. addr2 is the new file. This is called which file? Source file. Source file is copied into where? That means copy is taking how many arguments? 2. One is source file, one more is destination file. So I'm going to take up. You see students, what is happening? One file copied. Copied or not? That means it is an operating system command which is going to copy the content of one file into another file. Say dir student, what is happening? You see addr2 is copied or not? See the content of it. Type addr1.data. Same thing. addr2 you see. addr2 you see. This is also containing the same information. Are you able to follow students? Right. This is about what? This is about what? Copy. Today, I want to use our own Python program to copy the content of one file into another file. How to do this copy mechanism? I'm going to explain. Shall we start? So to copy the content of one file into another file, how many files are required? 2 files are required. One is source file, one more is destination file. Tell me, source file and source file must be opened in which mode? Read mode. Destination file must be opened in which mode? Write mode. And the two, in the destination file, I may copy the current file name, I may copy another file name, another file, any number of content I can put it into where? addr2.data. So better to open addr2.data in where? A mode. A mode. Why? First content, second, third content. So many contents I am going to add it to. Is it appending or overlapping? Appending. Appending means I'll go for yes. Let me go to that students. Now I will start the logic for that. Shall we start? Yes. So program for copying the content of one file into another file. Important students. Now I am going for see that program for copying the content of one file into where? Another file. One file into another file. So how do you copy the content? Now I'm going to start. First you go for what? S file is equal to how many files required to accept? 2 files. Enter. Input of. Enter. Come on. Source file. Enter source file. Enter source file. Okay. That source file must be opened in which mode? Read mode. Come on, open it. With input, with the open. With what? Open. With the open. Name of the file that is called S file. S file comma or as what? FP. That is read pointer. Today I will take it. Read pointer. Read pointer. Some variable name you take it. Any variable name you take it. Not FP fixed. Any variable name. Okay. Moreover, I will write one type of exception also, student. Always keep in mind that exceptions are important in every coding. So I will write that as what here? File not found error. I will take this as file not found error. So I'm writing, except I'm writing file not found error I am writing. So I'm writing pass over there. Now I'm saying with open S file comma R as FP. Now I'm writing next after that, once your source file is not there, exception will come or not? What I will write it? Source file does not exist. source file does not exist. Now I'm entering into this place. Now I want to, come on, read the destination file or not. How do I do that? D file is equal to, once a source file opened, then only I can go for destination file. In the beginning only source file, destination file, I don't want to waste my time. After opening source file, then I will go for a destination file. Input of, what is this now? Enter which file? Destination file. Enter destination file. That destination file also I will open into which mode? Append mode. How do you open it? With open D file, comma, A as what? As WP, as right pointer. Right pointer. One with RP I will read the data. With the WP I will write the data. So see, within a width I wrote it. Within a width. Try and I wrote try inside width. Within a width I wrote it. That means automatically the coding will come like that. Tell me, what should I do? Read the data from where? Read the data from where? Very good. Do you know how to read the data from source file? How do you read? SRC data, SRC file data. SRC file data is equal to RP dot read off. SRC file data is equal to RP dot read off. Yes, we got it. That SRC file data is which type? STR type. That I need to write to whom? Destination file. Who is pointing to destination file? WP. Do you know how to write the data to the destination file? Tell me. WP dot write off. Yesterday's class only read lines, write lines. You know, if I give a problem, automatically solution should be prepared in your brain, students. If you don't read that, now you will not get the strike. That strike will not come. Come on now. SRC file data. SRC file data. SRC file data. Are you following? Because of that, what is happening? Say one sentence. \n. What is the message I got it earlier? What is this message? One file. Because of which command? So here also I can say this message. One file copied. If you want, you can write S file data copied into D file data. I can give like this also. Let it be. I will give like that. Okay. Now this is over. See students. See the indentation very perfectly maintaining with a try indentation with indentation again D file indentation and coming out of it going like this. This is a way, and this is called what here? What is this? File copy dot what? Py. File copy dot py. And this entire code I can write it in the form of function also. What is that now? Copy process. What process? Right. This is written. First time I wrote it inside the function. Tell me, main program I will write or not? Main program. What is this? Call the function. What process? That's all. File copy process. Call the function. See, functions are there, modules are there, packages are there, anything. Easy. So go to that file copy, save this code as done it, start. See students, DIR, what is this here? ADDR1, ADDR2. Now go for that. PY, my function name, enter file source file. Something like abc.data, which is not there actually. What is that? Source file does not exist. Directly I'm getting. It won't ask what? Destination file. Why? Source only not there. What is the use of asking destination? Are you following me? Run it. Enter the source file name. ADDR1.data. See that. Enter the destination one. kv.data, which is not there. Newly creating. In which mode? A mode. From the beginning onwards, it is writing the data. One file copied. See students, DIR, check it out. kv.data created or not? With which data? 168 bytes of size. Same thing. See that. Type here. Type here. kv dot data here, it is showing as this. It is showing as this. Are you following? You can open even in this place also, student. You can open in this place also. You see that here kv is a file. It's called a file just now created here, data file. And say once you open it, it is done. Check it on the top of that. Don't see only this content. See on the top of it, file name is there, kv.data. Are you following me? Yes. So please close that part and then do next running. Come on now, see source file. Sorry. Run this code, file process. What is my file name? I will copy here. See file count info. Previous program, Python program I am copying. Is it available? Is it available? Yes. Go to what file? kv.data only. In the same file only I want to say kv.data. Yes. One file again copied. Is it overlapped or appended? Appended. Check sir once kv.data. You see my dear student, already it is containing some address of the person. It is their address of the person and then Python program also copied. If you want to see total lines of code, if you want, you can open that kv.data. kv.data here, you open it, you see students, the beginning of the data and program is here. Program is here. Are you following me? Right. One more time you run it. One more time you run it. What is your source file now? I'll say this Java program also you will copy. kv.data here I will pass it. kv.data I will pass it. Simply copied such a big lines of code. Open once here. Open once here. kv.data you open it and see this now. First address is there. File count information is there. And then here onwards what is there? File count information. And then start writing the Java program. Start writing the Java program. Copied everything here. Right. Last I will copy one more thing. Last I will copy one more thing. File copy. What is that now? File read example2.py. py. What is that now? kv.data. Also copied. One file copied. Are you following? So open it. Last and final. You see that kv.data. You see last part you go. Last part after seeing so much of content here. File read example to copied or not? File to example also copied. So this is what we can call it as what? Copying the content of one file into another file. Easy or difficult? Easy. So this is called a level 1 programming in files. Next I am coming to data writing. What is this sentence writing? Some sort of writing is done. Now we are going for data writing. I am going for adding. See students, go to once, go to our place. Now I am going to enter into the next level explanation now. Another sort of explanation I am going to enter. You see once, okay, before that I want to confirm from online students. Online students, is it understandable students? Is this code was understandable up to here? Copying the content of one file and another file. Right. Good students. So only few students. What about others? Yes. Let me go to the next level. See my dear students, object to record to object. Now I am going to enter that level. See, this part you observe students. See, all of you carefully listen. What is happening here? Now I am coming to records part. Next level, advanced something, next level I am going to enter. This is called what? Object. Is becoming as what? Record. That record I am reading once again from where? Into main memory. Of course, dinikanna mundu. Before this, I want to talk about one more example also. Random access file also I want to tell you. Random access file. For that point also I want to cover. After that I will go to this. Don't go to this. I want to cover one random access file. Shall I? Students, online, a small modification students. Small modification. So how to specify the path of the D file, sir? My dear student, here I specified now D file is what? D file saved in where? I'm writing directly D file or not? Suppose you want a D file in where? Some other folder. What you will do? Specify the path. D colon, C colon, you know, no, path specification. Beginning, I told that only, creating a file. So already I told you that if you want to go for storing in where? D colon anything, D colon KVR folder, subdirectory, etc. You will go for it. Specify the D file also. // you specify. So that D file can be done. Ajit got it? Well, so now I am going to introduce a small example on random access file. That is also one important program I need to convert. So now I am going to say, I say a small example I want to cover. Before this concept, I'm just have a little action plan change. I want to go for object to record. Before that, one small concept. Program for random accessing the data. Random accessing the data from file. Random accessing the data from file. Okay. Now see, I will go for one small thing. What I do is with open, I am saying that addr1 dot data, comma what, or as what, fp. As fp. I am saying that as fp. Okay. Now you are reading file data is equal to fp dot read. fp dot read. Now, once you read this data, what is happening? What is happening, students? This file data is there. This file data is there. There I am talking about, this is my complete information. This is my information, students. What is that? Guido, Van Rossum. So much of lines are there or not? 8 lines of code is there, na? Words are there, all those things. Did you understand? Where is my FP is pointing? FP dot read, I said. What is FP? It's a pointer. Where it is pointing? Somebody ask you, what is your answer? I said it is pointing to, today I am saying that beginning of the file it is pointing. Beginning means where? That is a question mark. Beginning means it is pointing to index of the first letter of your sentence. You are having Guido, Van Rossum, some word is there or not? G is there. Guido, Van Rossum. G is index is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever the number of words are there, each letter is identified in the internally in the form of index. You will get a doubt immediately. Sir, I have 20 pages. If I want to access 18th page, 20th word is something. It is a difficulty to access the data from the file. That's why what is given for us, database concept came into the picture. Why files are difficult to process? Files are difficult to process. It is difficult to identify the word of a file because internally each word of the letter is identified with index. I'll show you that. Can I start? Right. Please follow me. I am going to give you print of. I am saying carefully. I'll go for it. Initial index, initial position of FP is equal to. Sir, how do you get the initial position of FP where it is pointing? In file pointer, there is one object is one function is there. What is that function? Tell. Tell me the name. Tell function. TELL. Tell function. In earlier version, there is a function name called listen. 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 Even in our index also I wrote listen. Listen was old version. Now it is called what? Tell. I will write FP dot tell. Simple. You are in Hyderabad. You are asking your friend. Tell where are you? So you will tell the location or not? Tell will give you the index where FP is pointing. Where FP is pointing. Obviously, I am trying to write here, students. Try. And I am writing one indentation. One indentation I am writing. And I am writing one small except block here. And I am saying like this. and I'm writing here except block. See students, now I'm going to write it. What is this now? Random access file. Random access file.py. Random access file.py. I'm going to save this data. Come out of that. Now I'm going to say py random access file.py. Where it is pointing? Initial position of fp. What is this now here? fp dot. Okay. After reading it is saying. Now you say beginning. Once you say fp dot tell where I am in beginning. You see beginning. You say beginning. What is that? 0. After reading, see you opened the notes. Just opened. Where are you? 0th page. After reading, last you will go or not? You see file data is equal to fp dot what? Read. Now you see after reading what is happening? fp will go to next line. It will go to last character. You see it will go to run this. Beginning where it is there. Now it is 168. Now you are understanding the point here. fp is pointing to where? 0. I will take it. If you don't mind, I will take it. Type addr 1.py. I will take this data students for 1 minute. I will take more. For your understanding purpose, I will take. Go to paint here. Now you just paste it. Now I'm just saying you paste this data. You just paste it. Now I'm going to say here, just paste it. This is my information students. Okay. Now here, what is happening here? 0, G starts from where? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that space. You start thinking about each letter. I am not writing everything, but think about it. So like that it is going on, taking each letter on the top of it. What is there? Indexes are there, including what? Dot also, including space also. Everything is taken into consideration. Did you understand this? So coming to the point back, I'm going to give you the clarity on this area. Each letter is identified with what? Index. So G, Guido, G stands with what? 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 to 3, 4 means what? How many letters? Now I am reading. File data is equal to fp dot. There is a subfunction is there of what I am saying 5. fp dot read of 5. What is that meaning? Wherever fp is there, where is my fp? 0th character. From there I want to read how many? 5. 5 means what? 0 to 4. 0 to 4. Print student. Print what data? File data is equal to comma what data? File data. What is the answer is coming? You will understand. Now I will say, after reading 5 lines, fp will move to the next line, next that many letters. Now fp. At which line it is available? 0 to 4 it will read. Guido, space it is pointing or not? Space is called which index? 5th index. 0 to 4 means 5 letters over. What is next pointing? Space. Just observe it. Just count it. Just going on counting it. Practically you observe it. Go to the line. You see this program. Random access file. See the answer now. Beginning where it is there. What is the file data? Where 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is called what? 5. Where is my fp is pointing? Now I want to read. From there, I want to read what next? Van Rossum I want to read. Van. What is this now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 లేదేం లేదు ఇంకా. From where? 5 to what? 16 15? 16? మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్, నన్ను కన్ఫ్యూజ్ పెడతారు. 15 16? 16. Okay, I will believe you. 16 minus 9. మిమ్మల్ని అడిగే బదులు నేను I will count it. Stop now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I will read 11. I'll say next what? I will say after that. After that, I am saying what? 11. 11 I am saying print of some data. Some data. How many? From which place I am reading? This is called what? 5 now. From 5th place it is called reading how many? 11 characters reading. 11 characters reading. Print the data once again. Print the data once again. Now see, file data and tell where it is pointing. Calculation problem. Kada? So helpless. So see the answer now. What is printed? Space, van, row, sum. What is that? 0 to 5 is called what? Guido. Correct? Next is called 11. 0 plus 11, 0 plus 4, 5 over there, 5 letters. Ikkada 11. 11 plus 50, 11 plus 5, 16. 16 means what? It is pointing to where? Since it is started from 0, 0 to 15 over now. 16 characters means 0 to 15. Next one is called what? 16th position. Are you okay? Next, remaining data I want to read. What is the remaining data? How do you read? File data is equal to, from there you write read off. Read off. Read off. Read off means what? Remaining data. FP is pointing to which line? Which index? 16. From 16 to 168 it will read. From 16 to print that file data and print that entire data. Now as it is you print it and see this now. 168 will print last. Take care. Execute this program. See that here up to 16. File data, this remaining data is printed. You see that address also. When it is printed Guido, van, Rosam, rest of the data red or not? Rest of the data red. From here to here it is red. And what is the last? Where is my data present? Last and final. Test it once. I will read once again. After that I will read once again. I will say. I will read once again. FP, file data. After that I will read once again. Just to check it out. Will it able to read or not? Am I able to read? After 168 will you able to read? No, that is nothing but this is nowhere else related or not. Now my point is, I want to take my file pointer to beginning. You are listening a song in the car. All 128 songs are over. Now I will reset my pointer to beginning or not. So there is an options are there. Seek, volume, etc. Sectors, cylinders, song number, track number, everything. Now, what is the function I am using? Tell. Tell will give you what? Position where my FP is available. Now I want to reposition my FP to where? 0. FP dot. What is the function name? Seek of what? 0. Or 0, no, 20 for example. It is positioned to which index? 20th index. Provided you must know what is there in 20th index. Are you following? So I am going to reposition to where? 0. Now you print it. Ask. Now you ask. What is that? Now you say, after that, you see student, you copy this information. You see, after reset, you are resetting the FP to where? Beginning. It will print 0. You see students, where I am resetting? 0. From there you read the complete data now. That you read it. After reading the complete data, where is my FP age available? Last again. I hope you are understanding. A file pointer is something like a music player for you. Whichever song you want, you can just get it. So you can just play like anything with the file pointer. See that complete data from here, reading complete data, Guido van Rossum, where it is pointing. So here I am reading whatever the letter you want, whatever the data you want, you can read. Provided you must know about what? Provided you must know about what? Provided you must know about what? Indexes of that. Middle you want to read, top you want to read, bottom you want to read. Provided you must know what? Index. Madhuri. Can we read the data from middle of the file to end? Why can't? Why can't? Suppose you take it. What is my total file data? What is my file data? Madhuri is asking. 168 is there. 168 by 2 is called what? 80. From 84 to rest of the data. I can do this type of data. How do you do that now? FP dot, what is this now? Seek of this data, and you can read from there, and you can read the data from this place too. You write better to write what? Double slash, because 180, 84.5, 84.26 indexes will not be there. Index will be always with what? Numerics, integer data. So double slash will give you what? Integer coefficient. From there you can do it. Yes, Madhuri, are you okay? So this is going to be something like this. Are you able to understand the functions here? What are the functions you are getting here? What are the functions you are getting? Tell and. So what are the random access files? Tell and seek. Tell and? Yes. Tell and seek. Fine? Shall I move forward? Yes. In the further, I will conduct one workshop in the further. Whatever the data I am writing, this data internally in the hard disk, how it is available? In the form of zeros and ones it is available. In the form of zeros and ones. I will show you that zeros and ones also. Zeros and ones I will convert into what? Character format. Character format I will convert. Character format to what? UTF-8. In another language format also you can convert. Chinese format you can convert. You can convert to Spanish format also. You can convert into any of the other language format, provided the Python will support that. That is called internationalization concept. So in Django level, internationalization concept is there. Because it was there in Java, it is also available in Python itself. In Java, it is very difficult. I have tried some tons of lines of code. In Python, it is just easy. The predefined libraries are there. Right? Generally in OOPS, there is a concept of what? Classes are there. Tomorrow I will tell you data classes. Data classes. Python data classes means people will say, what is data classes? If you go to big R&D centers, they will ask you this type of questions. Data classes using named tuple. Python is not joke what people are teaching. Python in 15 days, Python in 20 days. I know Python, I will do bodybuilding and nothing will happen it. Nothing will happen it. Python is one of the very big subject it is. So that's why let your any friends are there, tell them Python is not that Python. Python is different. So let them aware them first. Let them read. What is this big online, very big digital marketing? By seeing digital marketing, people are getting what? Oh, big digital marketing, big show put up. You will fall down. And fees for Python is 25,000. 45 days Python is over. What you will think? You will pay. After 46 days, you will become a software engineer. Software engineer, data types they will teach 3 only. Into, flow to bool. Incidentally, you are in our class. How many data types? 14. And you will see where is my 45,000. Already over. So, show put up is not important. What is important? Subject is important. So that's why whatever the subject I am explaining in workshops, don't miss it. So after the class, I don't read this normal, I don't read our academics, this class, regular class Python course content. And of course, it's a proud of our class. Whatever the content we say taken, in 3 years back only, our content is certified by the NASCAM people. NASCAM people. That's why we are only the institute which has collaborated with NASCAM people. So our course content which I designed it, certified. They said beyond the industry, and I want to submit this workshop related topics also. So once I submitted, they got appreciated. It is a R&D level of topics. Will the students will understand? They asked. Will the students will understand? I said, of course, there's every 6 months, one time there is a conference will be taken place. Once presentation is good, if reachability to the student, they will understand. And moreover, if they read well about the ongoing topics, they will understand. If all of a sudden 3 data types, if they know, when all of a sudden I will talk about a named tuple, which is a beyond the concept of tuple, they know only 3 data types. If I talk about tuple, if I talk about the top of that named tuple, they don't know tuple, into, flow to, bool, named tuple, no, they will, brain will go. So I will speak Greek and Latin. That's why basics are required. That's why very regularly I used to say in the class, when you join intermediate IP exam, anybody can pass it. And who has little talented, they will go for MSET coaching. MSET coaching, still you are talented, you will go for JEE mains. Still you are more talented, JEE advance. Will you qualify? JEE advance. Qualified. That type of topics, Python in workshop, I will take it. So to understand that, how much caliber you need, that caliber I already provided in the Python class level. And workshop monthly, if I conduct to, compulsory attend that. Okay, na? 7 o'clock, sir. Winter season, sir. I'm not saying that come and dance in the streets. In room only, wake up or lay on the bed, keep that laptop on and start. And by the morning, very good, singing like a song, don't sleep. Fine now? Because I used to see once in the class, morning time. This is called, class is going on. This is a sofa, he put it. And the laptop is on. He is sitting there and listening the song, listening the laptop. Slowly, it is becoming like that. It is becoming like that, listening. After some time, his video was on that time. I just seen that middle of it, he was falling, laying on the sofa and listening. After a few minutes, he was not there. He was not there. So he was there here. Only laptop is listening the class. So he was here. So I understand. In morning 7 o'clock, I opened the video also. Everybody was laughing like anything. So he was fall down and in the sleeping only gone like that. So coming to that, Ajit Gupta. So, okay. Thank you, Ajit Gupta. So that workshop topic, when I'm keeping, which is beyond the topic of our Python classes. Okay, na? So I'm not keeping our normal Python class content. Beyond that, I'm going to. So that means you can understand after going to home, what I will do. Beyond that. In sugarcane, how sugarcane is sweet, R&D doing. And not sugarcane, I'm doing R&D. How sweet is there in sugarcane? To whom I have to ask? If I ask what? Sugarcane, how you got sweet? It will say, go and ask who prepared me. Sugarcane bandi person, if I ask, you go and ask farmer. If I go and ask field. Field is having any words to say? Like that topics, we are going to keep it. Try to go for that entire information. Okay, students. Now, Abhishek, sir, in a file, first 2 lines are space. And from 3rd line, we wrote some data. Then file pointer takes which index, space or data. Space is nothing but also one character or not. Where we discussed that beginning days, in the conversions only I said, S is equal to space, len of what? How many? Bool of what? Bool of S. What is this? True. True means what? Some spaces. Each space is having index or not? Ajit Gupta, Seema, yeah, how easy it is. Easy or difficult? Easy. S of 0, what it will give you? Space. S of 1, it will give you what? Space. S of 2, it will give you space. S of 3, index error. So that also will be coming to that. Are you following me? That's why processing the data from the files is complex. So to process it more easily, what is there? Database environment is available. Database environment is easy to process the data. Understand now? So easy to understand or difficult? Difficult or easy? It is easy. So today we understand about what? Tell and what functions? Seek functions we understand. So now it is 7:29. So today also Saturday, good strength is there. No underground action plans. Of course, some of them are absent. That is different. In offline, in online, some students are absent. So any of students done good. And tomorrow I will keep the link in the online now itself. Now itself, I will keep the link of tomorrow's workshop in the online. Join little early. 7 o'clock, wake up and then click on the link, not possible. Join little early. Plus, clearly listen. If not understanding, don't leave immediately. Listen the class carefully. You will understand. Okay, na? Right. Thank you, students. Monday class, I'll go for what? Object to record, record to object, I will go for it. Thank you, students. So tomorrow